Gemini, welcome to the Onyx Moon Tarot. Like, share, subscribe, and comment. There is no gender in tarot. This is something could have happened to you already, could be happening to you now, could happen to you in the future. I pull on the sun sign of Gemini. Check your other placements. If this doesn't make any sense, this is a collective reading, so that's okay. If it does make sense, give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I'm using my tea leaf cards, but it's such a thick deck, I split it into 3 and I pull a card from each pile. Hermit deck says 9. I never imagined so much perfection. 9, September. 9 days, 9 weeks, 9 months, 9 years, the number 9. What do we have? We have younger woman. Dealings or relationships with a younger woman. Club. Someone will try to make you do something against your will. Rainbow, the most difficult part of a situation is over. All right, somebody trying to make you do something against your will, it's almost over. Tell them no. Temperance reverse, Sagittarian energy, no balance, no harmony, need some patience. 2 of Cups reversed. They're not your 2 of Cups. Does not fill up your cup. You're doing the pouring and they're doing the taking. They're doing the drinking. And it's a burden that you are ready to lay down. You've had enough of that. No more. No more of this. But put you up in your head with obsessive thoughts. You got to take that blindfold off so you can see and hear, work your way out through those swords. That's a you problem, those obsessive thoughts. That's a you problem. So you can move forward. Get this out of your head. Positive thoughts, meditation, gratefulness, having gratitude. This person was not your 2 of Cups. You dodged a bullet. What is meant for you will not pass you by. Sometimes the universe has people that we think are our counterpart. And we hold on to them because of fear. We don't want to be alone. We've been with them for so long. And yes, of course, this is my other half. And we hold on to them. And God, universe, source, whatever it is that you call it, makes them hurt us and hurt us and hurt us. Trying to say, hey, dummy, pay attention. See what I'm doing here? You need to let go, because once you let go, you've now created space. So I can put the good stuff in your life. I know that you want it to be this one, but this one can only go with you so far. Now their role is finished. Let them go make somebody else miserable, because now you've learned a lesson. If you would listen to me, and I'm going to put something good in your life, because you went through the shit show with that. Now, sit, contemplate on what lesson you learned, and get ready for the good stuff. And I can only say this because I've lived this. King of Cups in reverse. Alrighty, well. King of Cups in reverse. He's a married king. He lets people sip out of his cup indiscriminately. Doesn't really use his intuition. Water sign. Emotional manipulator. Absolutely emotional manipulator. Not kind or considerate or caring. Not really that great of a partner. When he's in the upright, he's fabulous. But the Lovers, Gemini. There you are, Gemini energy. This used to be called the Choice. So you want to, what's this? 3 of Swords in reverse. It popped, so we're not taking it, but you want to move forward. You want to get out of your head with these obsessive thoughts. Lay down this burden of this King of Cups in reverse. There's a choice to be had that you're going to have to work at. What did I just say? You're going to have to work at having balance and harmony in your life, because you got to get out of your head about this water sign, or this, even if they're not a water sign, this King of Cups in reverse that just does not know how to treat you, because they devalue you as an empress. You could have been their spouse. You could have been in a higher level of commitment. You could have children with this person, but they devalue you, invalidate you, lead you on, and then go cold. You don't do that to an empress. Actually, you don't do it to any human being, okay? But that's just a little aside. That's just a little me. That's just a little Kimberly telling you that. But this King of Cups devalued you, okay? And has the audacity to be minding your business. If they have access to your social media, they're watching it. If they live close to driving past your house, if you have mutual friends, they're asking about you. If you do have children with this person, email. That's all, email. That keeps it short and businesslike. Cut them out of your social media. They do not need to know that you went out for tea with Aunt Sally. They don't need to know anything about your business. Nothing. And they don't like it? Too bad. Stand on that. What you're doing now is not their business. You could be a little petty Betty if you want to, and let them watch you eat. If you're doing a little bit, if you're dating again, I don't see that. But when you start dating again and they're watching your social media, you could be a little petty Betty and post that you're living the best life. I am not advising that. I'm not advising you to act like me. When I was younger, I would just cut it off. But sometimes the thrill is there. Knight of Swords, fastest knight in the deck. Knights are all about movement. This is someone who is very sharp-tongued. They can cut your throat with their tongue. They say very mean and hurtful things. Your feelings have no consideration in what they have to say. They take your feelings, wrap them up in a ball and wipe their ass with them and throw them on the ground. Your feelings mean shit to this person. Again, you're devalued. This is pre-Empress energy. This person is a piece of work. They are a burden that you want to put down. So you need to put it down. Emotionally manipulative. They know how to push those buttons. I never imagined such perfection. What do they lead you on and then push you away? That's a narcissistic tendency. They have nothing to offer you. Nothing. Ace of Pentacles reversed is... The Ace of Pentacles is where the divine is saying, hey, you have everything inside of you to manifest all of it, all of what you need and want. This is reversed. So there's blockages. I suppose there would be when you would be, invalidated, not listened to, spoken over, screamed at, depressed, being put up in your head. I suppose so. This choice, the Lovers, is a choice. I'm not thinking that it's a choice between people. Actually, it is a choice between people. It's a choice between being with this person who you thought was your Two of Cups, who keeps you off balance, and it's a heavy burden that you need to lay down, and you, self-love, that you have to work on. That's what this is, so you can move forward. They stabbed you in the back 10 times. You're coming up out of that. I'm going to tell you, getting stabbed in the back 10 times does not come from a stranger. It's not as you're walking into Stop and Shop pushing your grocery cart and somebody just jumps out of the, frozen food aisle and stabs you in the back with 10 swords. Doesn't happen like that. Stabbing in the back 10 times comes from somebody that you know, close. Comes from the husband that you've been married to for 10 years and you happen to see his browser open on his laptop and you find out that you're married for 10 years, you dated for 3. So for 13 years, he's been living a double life and he has girlfriends all over a tri-state area. That is who stabbed you in the back 10 times, okay? Not some little gremlin in the frozen food area that you don't know. Gemini, this is about self-worth. I never imagined so much perfection. This person leads you on and then pushes you away. Dealings or relationships with a younger woman. Remember who you are. You need to remember who you are. Okay? Get back to loving who you are. Make you do something against your will. The most difficult part of the situation is over. You are coming out of the 10 of Swords. But you got to take your blindfold off and remember who you are. You're the Empress. You are the Empress. Yeah, you're reversed, but you're reversed because this person reversed you. At the end of the day, reversed or upright, okay, you're still the Empress. This one, this Jamoke, lurks in the shadows, spying, because they're a page. They'd have to go through being a page, being a knight, being a king, being an emperor. They got 4 levels. 4 levels of Zelda to get through before they can come to be up to your level, even if you're reversed. The Empress, reversed or upright, does not get down off her throne for anybody. Even the Emperor gets out of the chariot to come to the Empress. So you could stay reversed for the rest of your life. You're still the Empress. You need to remember that. All right, Gemini, I'm going to leave it here. If it made any sense, give me a thumbs up. If not, come back and see me next week.